sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans on Thursday night primetime.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That's a big and acceptable man right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They can't stop.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That gain on third down, good for 28. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the cornerback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they've proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wallace. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at about the 14. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wallace. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Wallace. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Wallace. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's taken in by Henderson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Metcalf. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a 1st. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder, I don't know what will.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punch Punching it in from a yard away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Inside handoff, Henry. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down. Wallace. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake. Wallace. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wallace. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 14-yard line.
To throw on second down. Wallace got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Titans touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans have cut the lead back down to 2. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is now a 1-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was finished off on the touchdown reception by Derrick Henry.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. DK Metcalf, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. Sideline throw. It's complete. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They'll look to throw again.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, Wallace.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wallace. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off play action. Wallace.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Henderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And completes it again to Metcalf.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles, they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll push the lead up to 8. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wallace. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. He's going to keep this again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown, not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Operating from the gun, Wallace. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wallace. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just talking about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play on the football, especially, you know, before the running back really gets control of it. That's what you're doing. You're also bringing the linebackers in to jam the line of scrimmage, and a safety.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So now the Titans down 20-15. A minute 54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Wallace. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wallace. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.